Yeah, man, it's Worldwide Sounds Records own DJ Chase, man, the pregame party mix podcast on 17 podcast networks, man. Dynasty Radio Monday nights, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., man. On YouTube, DJ Chase TV. Got a very special guest this evening. Sorry, pulling up some good questions here. Got a very special guest for this evening. My guy Jason, the owner, the CEO of Ancient.Aura.Jewelry. What's up? What's shaking?
Yo, what's going on, King? Yo,
Ain't nothing.
Yeah, business is doing good. Business is moving. I'm glad to see you doing your thing.
Of course.
So, yeah, so it's a good time to be alive, man.
Hell yeah. We know how we are. We hustlers, so we just doing moving and shaking. That's all. I learned a lot from you, mentor. Pain in my butt, always telling me, nah. But we just. I'm just working. How you feeling today?
Nah, I'm good, man. Yeah, we go way back, man. So yeah, I had to. Get that little nudge in you a little bit to get you moving, but I'm glad to see you doing your thing.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. So, Jewelry line, I do a little icebreaker for all my guests. I always let my guests kind of explain what they do from their own words. So explain who you are and explain what you do.
So I'm Jason, I'm the owner of Ancient.Aura.Jewelry. And what Ancient.Aura.Jewelry is basically fashion jewelry based off of African spirituality. So in this day and age, well, one of my catchphrases is add culture to your style. And, a lot of us don't have any culture incorporated into our style. And that's because of, colonialism and everything like that. And, just want to add some, spirituality and just so you can be associated with your culture. You know what I'm saying? Jewelry is real simple. And it just expresses how you truly feel.
Yeah, definitely. And prior to this, I know the scoop. You had a line prior to this very successful jewelry line, right? Yes. And when you transitioned to that, you had a line prior to this, yeah?
Yeah, so I used to do t-shirts. I was in the t-shirt business, as you know. But I had to pivot into jewelry because I realized the t-shirt game became oversaturated. And t-shirts, it's a good start-off business because they're pretty easy to make, but the, return on investment isn't that big unless you get your stuff in multiple stores. And in dealing with t-shirts, the quality got to be on point, especially for females. And you can have the right size, but if you ain't got the right color, you're not going to get a sale. You got to have the right color, but if you don't have the right size, you're not going to get a sale. So you got to keep a lot of inventory in regarding with t-shirts. And then you got to have extra small, medium, small, all the way to now 3X, 4X. So it's a lot of sizes. And the more sizes you have in a business, the more it's going to cut into your revenue or your, you know what I'm saying?
Copy.
I realized with jewelry, it's a lot more simpler. As long as you got the right piece, and chain sizes aren't as expensive as just t-shirt sizes. So I realized that jewelry is definitely a more profitable business.
Copy.
And it all happened because I was looking for a chain and I couldn't find it. And then I finally found somebody who was selling it because it was, basically Egyptian Kemetic African piece. And the only people who were selling it were Jews or, Europeans. So in my head, I'm like, how are they selling us our culture? So
you know how that go.
Yeah. So, I had to, reframe that. I'm like, you know what? I can do this. And I just, once I found a manufacturer, I was like, I just put my money where my mouth is or where my creativity is.
Copy.
Let from there.
All right. So let me ask you this question. Now, you're a Queens born and raised, right? Yes.
Know what I mean?
Queens.
Yes, Queens all day.
Of course. So many. Now, your line is very successful. I'm gonna definitely put the link to purchase your products into the description so people can go to the pieces and purchase a piece. First and foremost, you had a day job, and that's where we met. We met at, at the 9 to 5, the day job. So I want to get into that, right?
Let's go.
When at the moment you realized that you were successful enough to leave your job and a very somewhat decent paying job, how did you get to that level? What were the steps that you took to get to that level of, you know what, this is profitable enough? Or did you have a number, or was it just like, you know what, you just went cold turkey and just say, you know what, I'm gonna do this full time?
You know, it is because I was doing both at the same time. And at the moment, I realized at one point, because when you were doing a 9 to 5, you're looking for that paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, you're waiting for that paycheck. And at one point, I forgot I was getting paid, or it didn't even matter to me anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Payday would come, and it would just sit in my checking account because I was making so much money on my side hustle. So now my side hustle became my main hustle. And once I realized that, once I hit 6 figures in my side hustle, when now I'm making more money than, my 9 to 5 job, I'm like, okay, it's time to transition out of here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I think, and my need to have a side hustle came from, you know what I'm saying, we was making a good amount of money. You know what I'm saying? In regards to society standards.
Society standards, not to us though.
Nah, not to us. You know what I'm saying? Society standards, we had health benefits and all that. You know what I'm saying? But we were still struggling. And then when you look at it, our management only made maybe 10,000 more of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the top head dude was only making maybe 30,000 more of us. So if I'm struggling, I know they struggling too. So there's a ceiling to how much we can make. And the top dude is still struggling. He's still barely making it. So I'm like, I don't want to live like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I see myself, and is you have to have the mindset on how you see yourself.
Yeah.
And then, even in my family, you know what I'm saying? During that time when I really said I'm out of here is after my pops died.
Mm.
And that's because he worked a 9 to 5 for 37 years. And then he retired. And then the year after he retired, he died. And so, I know, and that happened to my grandfather too. So I realized my genetic destiny. If I stay here at this 9 to 5 job, after I retire, I'm going to die. Because, and that happens a lot. That happens to a lot of people after they retire, because they've, don't have no purpose. Their spirit just falls out of love with life or whatever it is. But I know, and not just that, if I continue to do it, I have a son. If I continue to do it, if I did it, I know my son will follow the same path. You know what I'm saying? So I had to break that generational curse, so to speak. And I knew I had to leave the post office. I mean, I had to leave that job. It had to happen.
Yeah, I'm working on that now, bro. I'm working on that now. COVID kind of slowed up the music, but I made you proud though. I definitely started my publishing company. So in 2019, officially, you always thought I was going to be a DJ. So I did the same thing with DJ, and I actually decided to start a publishing company as opposed to like a record label. Because I started I was going to all these networking events, and I'm like, there's no black people that works at the publishing companies, and I'm like, that's how we get paid. So I started the whole publishing company.
But you know what? That's how people pivot all the time. Every great business pivots. Look at Amazon. Amazon was just doing books. Then once they realized, okay, we can do books, now let's transition to this.
Yeah.
Apple, you know what I'm saying? Apple wasn't doing phones. They was just doing computers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you look at all great businesses pivot into something greater.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this question, right? And now you gave a basic breakdown of how you got started in the jewelry business, but what was the how do you sell jewelry? Like, you don't have to give the exact breakdown. Do you design the jewelry yourself, or you actually order it?
Well, this is how you start. I start off ordering just basic pieces that the manufacturer has, right? And I was selling those for a while, and I built up my bread a little bit doing that until I realized, all they got is basic pieces, but I had designs in my head that I want to create. So once I built up my bread, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start making my own pieces. And you just can't make one piece. You gotta make it in bulk. You know what I'm saying? The manufacturer is not making one piece for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it in bulk. So once I created the design in my head, what happened was when I was doing t-shirts, and this led me into my skills. Let me backtrack a little. When I was doing t-shirts, the way I designed my t-shirts, I self-taught myself how to design these t-shirts on Photoshop. And what I did is, working at a 9-to-5 job, we meet a lot of interesting people. So I met somebody who was selling bootleg computer programs. So I was getting all the computer programs for free, Photoshop, Adobe, anything I wanted. He had a whole bunch of DJ programs as well. So I was getting all these programs.
I need to plug now. I need Pro Tools. Shoot.
Yo, my man, he might be still there. He probably could get you. We're life. So, and then once I got the program, I basically self-taught myself through basically YouTube University.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew how to design the stuff. So once I got the designs together, and once I create the designs on the computer, all you got to do is send your design to a manufacturer, and they'll mass produce it for you. All you got to have is the design and the bread.
Copy. And the point of entry into entering the jewelry business, how is the point of entry profitable in the long run as far as like assets and expenses?
Well, this is what I'm making right now. I'm making gold-plated jewelry and sterling silver jewelry, because what people have to understand is the gold market or the gold jewelry is completely unaffordable for the average person. It's not like back in the days when, somebody's birthday was around and you wanted to buy them, a gold nameplate. You'll go to the Ave. Well, to me, it was Jamaica Ave.
The Coliseum. So you see you in the Coliseum.
Exactly. And you can buy some jewelry for, $100, $200.
Yeah.
That's out now. Jewelry is way overpriced, way overvalued, and definitely for the average person, they cannot afford a gold chain right now. But yet gold jewelry is always going to be fashionable. And definitely for the younger generation, where even back in our days, and I remember in the 80s and 90s, you couldn't even wear 10-karat jewelry. If you wore 10-karat jewelry, you was a scrub. I'm saying that was corny.
Yeah, 14 or better. Yeah, you definitely had to wear 14 or better.
Now, 10-karat jewelry is mad expensive now as well. You can't even afford 10-karat jewelry.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of bread. So, I'm dealing jewelry to the younger generation who don't really have the mentality in our head that, I only wear real gold. And because people don't understand the price of gold, and all their gold jewelry is mad old, they don't understand you can't afford gold jewelry right now. It's unaffordable to you. Sterling silver is really the new gold. And I'm saying, because even sterling silver jewelry is expensive right now.
Yeah, I like white gold. I'm a white gold guy. I like gold and white gold. Like this is a Bova watch. I got this. Like I want to put some stones in it, but this is like a piece I got, like a nice watch, Bova watch. So
and most watches are gold plated or silver plated.
Silver plated. Yeah. And not to cut you off, I wanted to know too, like in a sense where now you say that you selling like you're cornering the market. That's basically what you're explaining. So right now, the market, how has COVID helped you a little bit with the sales, or has it hurt you in a more way? Because you're more of an online retailer, correct?
Yes. So COVID, it definitely helped me. It definitely helped me because people are more online. So now I have more eyes to market to. And people don't understand. And this is the thing too, I have to bring this up. The way I became successful in my business is once I create the product, right? Everything I got, I invested right back into myself. And what I mean by that is every time I got extra money, I bought a new course on advertising and marketing. All them advertising and marketing Facebook ads, I bought them all. Them all. So I know how to market, I know how to advertise. And that is basically the key to success. Because it doesn't matter if you have a great product or a bad product. As long as you know how to market and advertise it, you're going to be successful.
I agree. Now, one of the things that I want to ask you, right? Because you're a very successful entrepreneur, a self-made entrepreneur. You're one of the ones that I know besides myself who are a very successful entrepreneur. In 2021, right? You have a lot of Black people, like especially since last year with the Black Lives Matter stuff and the protests. Everybody now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of Black ownership and all of that. Do you feel like Black people have to learn marketing first, or they should learn the business? Because I see a lot of people like they want to be entrepreneurs, but they think an Instagram post makes them an entrepreneur.
Well, they gotta learn both. I would basically say marketing, because your social media page is basically your new resume, right? So you got to know marketing and understand, because marketing and advertising teaches you human nature, how the mind works, how to emotionally pull somebody into the space you want to bring them.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand that social media is all about status and how to manipulate your status.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That's what marketing is, to making yourself greater than what you seem. That's branding.
Yeah.
Branding is all about your reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And let me say this: your reputation precedes your revenue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So in order to have money coming in, your reputation has to be on point. And your reputation comes from word of mouth. And the greatest form, which is the greatest form of advertisement. And social media ain't nothing but digital word of mouth.
Yeah.
When every time people share your product, that's word of mouth. That's digital word of mouth. Every time somebody likes it, they're spreading the word. So understanding social media is understanding marketing, advertising, and human nature, and how to get people to fall in love with you and what you represent.
Copy, man. And what is your goal, your long-term goal, as far as do you want to open up a storefront, or you think online is just you're gonna just stick to online?
Eventually, because even like if you go in the mall, well, and by me it's like Green Acres Mall. Every time I go in Green Acres Mall, right, I see a line of people standing out of stores, especially Pandora. There's always somebody in Pandora, and there's always a line outside of Pandora. I don't know if you recognize that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what Pandora is, right?
Yeah, the jewelry store, like Alex and Annie.
And what do they sell? Gold-plated jewelry.
Gold-plated jewelry, yeah. So actually, they sell a lot of silver jewelry. Actually, Pandora sells a lot of silver-plated jewelry.
What I'm saying, gold-plated and silver jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And so people like, oh, gold-plated, but you buy from Pandora, you buy from Alex and Annie. There's all these white-owned jewelry stores that are selling gold-plated silver jewelry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't say, oh, that's cheap. They don't say that. That when you buy a Gucci keychain or Gucci belt or Gucci trinket, that shit is gold-plated. Nobody say it's not. That's cheap. Yeah. Only when it comes to a Black-owned business, well, I get a lot of that's cheap, and I'm gonna take that stigma off of it by my continuous marketing, and I'm gonna make sure eventually I'm gonna have a store in malls across the world. I'm gonna have an Ancient.Aura, guaranteed your money back.
Copy, man. And now, with that being said, now one of the biggest markets that you're getting ready to do a brand, I say a brand extension, a brand, cross branding right now. You're jumping into the music space now. I see.
Because you know what I'm saying, every superhero got to have his theme music. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so I think every brand has a successful jingle, but I'm gonna have a successful soundtrack around my brand, because people have to understand, people buy with their emotions, point blank, period. All right. The reason why, and the greatest, I guess, tool to evoke emotion is music. Nothing evokes emotion faster than music. And that's why we buy what the rappers wear, is because they attach their emotion to the music, now to the image, and then to the products they're wearing.
Yeah.
And so once I evoke that emotion through the music and through the branding and then take that emotion from your music and then automatically attach it to the jewelry and the brand, it's an automatic. And this is marketing, and this is marketing. This is all marketing and advertising.
Yeah,
Is evoking that music, that emotion.
yeah,
and using music is the perfect tool.
exactly. And what's your biggest market, overseas or the United States? The States.
United States. United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, United States, because that's where, I'm a conscious jewelry brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so wherever consciousness exists, my brand is going to thrive. And really, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, New Jersey, LA, those are pockets of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And even though it's based off of African spirituality, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to get, this is a touchy topic, but most African Americans are more conscious, or especially when it comes to Black historical knowledge, than even people in Africa and other parts of the world.
True that. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because and not because of no fault of their own, but because of their lack of education and because of colonialism.
Yeah.
Right. They have a Christian mind frame that doesn't allow them to see outside of that box.
And they also don't travel. That's another thing.
And when they do travel, a lot of times they carry that Christian mindset with them.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the struggles that we've been through, right? And because we are, a lot of people in these pockets of consciousness are against colonialism and against and fought, and because we were put in slavery, and because we know colonialism isn't good, we don't thrive to be white like other Black people outside of America do.
Yep. And I didn't want to say nothing, but because I try to tell people in America all the time. I say, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. People think that I'm like, it's not like that. Like, it's not what you think. Like,
Yeah, we have a more historical context of African history than a lot of people in Africa do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it's not to their fault or their own. It's just we experienced more than they did on a faster level. We had a lot of breakthroughs because of our unique experience here.
Yeah. All right, man. And that the 2 records we got, because we could do this all day, man. This is gonna be the first of many. I need a commercial for the podcast too. So we're gonna get a commercial on here. We're gonna run some commercials for you. Yeah, but there's 2 songs that you sent me. You sent me some music. That's, like I said, that's part of the company. The first artist is Extra Catch. How did you pick the artist for the compilation you're working on?
Yo, it's Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I'm always listening for artists that can, take on the vibe that I need. And, I hop into people's DMs constantly, like, yo, let's make some work. And, I think she's in PA. I think she's in PA or Jersey. So she's pretty local. And, we go over the lyrics and we go over what I need. And we go back and forth, through FaceTime, and we create the music like that.
Yeah, the song was dope. I liked the song. The song was fire. Like, she was kicking, like singing hell up the song. Like, I was like, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I told her, and she's like, what phrase, you just tell them. And she's the type, I just told her what type of phrases I want in there. I told her, the name of the song and how I wanted to feel. And she exceeded my limits. Like, you know what I'm saying? She exceeded I knew she could sing. Yeah. And one time, and I worked with her a couple times before that as just like an influencer. And one time I heard her sing Happy Birthday. And I'm like, nah, she got to do a song for me. And you know what I'm saying? And it just went on like that.
Copy, man. And that's super dope, bro. Like, and you smart because you got it down pat. I see you study this because the music and the merch go hand in hand right now. Like, people selling bundles, people selling, even the big artists, they Travis Scott and them, the rest of them, the big artists, they selling bundles and going platinum off merch bundles. You know what I'm saying? So you got it to the T. And the next record, the next other second track that you sent me, because I'm playing these, I'm gonna play these throughout the podcast on the audio version. Aura is Gold by Kambada. That's what you said?
Kambada. Make sure you go look up Kambada. Make sure you YouTube that man. That man is on some next level. I guarantee you, everybody's going to know his name in the next 5 years. Like he's on some next level shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We don't get that on here.
Yeah, and I met him at an event. I think it was in Brooklyn or Harlem, and I met him at an event, and we just linked up after that. And he came out with an album, and I was playing his album like for a month straight. It like spiritually awakened me. I'm telling you. Yeah. Actually, he got an album right now out with Loaded Lux. Him and Loaded Lux got an album out right now. So definitely go look out for that.
I got to get him on the podcast soon. Then.
Yeah. Nah,
I gotta get him on here.
So yeah, I met him at an event, and we vibed, and we just through social media we was able to make it happen. And so and on that record too is No the Poet. I met her at an event, and also my man Red Pill.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't know who Red Pill is, then yeah, I'm saying
out the loop. Yeah, out the loop.
Yeah, out the loop.
Out the loop. I know. I heard a Red Pill. So
yeah. all three of them on that record. So
yeah,
I thought that record was fire too. When I heard that, they exceeded my expectations on that too.
Definitely. Hey, are these records going to be on the streaming platforms? Are you gonna put them out?
Yeah. I think the one where Extra Casted is already on the streaming platform. I think she put it up there, but I'm gonna make like once I get enough songs, I'm gonna make like a compilation album, and I might as well just give away for free with you know what I'm saying? As long as you buy a product, you get the download for free.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, so do I smell an independent label coming soon? Do I smell a label coming soon? What's up?
I don't know. We're gonna see where it takes me. I'm saying I might pivot in that direction. I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, and now, well, first and foremost, before we get out of here, lastly, my last good question, because like I said, we could do this all day. What do you have any advice for somebody who's looking to be who's something that you wish you would have known starting out?
I think I already told you, marketing and advertising. Study marketing and advertising, because it's all about human nature and how the mind works. You know what I'm saying? I studied a lot of spiritual texts, a lot of formalities, and I understood that marketing and advertising, I think I understood how humans react more and more, because what you really have to understand is you have to meet people on their level and bring them up. And what I mean by that is, by meeting somebody on their level, is you can't act like you're above them. And so when advertising, let me reframe this. So when I say it's all about human nature, I'm talking about status and understanding status.
Yeah.
Because that's what we associate with, even on a basic animalistic level. The lion kingdom, the monkey kingdom, they all deal with status, and it's the rise and fall of status. We all love to see somebody rise, fall, and rise again. We love that shit, and that's why we love celebrities so much. We break them down, bring them up. We want to see that rise and success story again, and then break them down again. And once you understand that, you don't take anything personally anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so understanding that you're going to struggle, people are going to make fun of you, they're going to laugh at you, and that's only because once they see you doing something different, you're challenging their status. And then once they start seeing you make money, right, you're threatening their status. So then they have to tear you down or create a story in their head why you're going to be more successful than them. And then once you get to a level they can't even touch you no more. They're gonna be like, yo, that's my man's.
Yeah, but I know. Trust me. I listen. I came a long way. I came a long way in my music, so I know. I gotta actually I gotta send you my album too. I think I sent it to Rich in Spirit. I definitely gotta send that to you. That's for you right there.
So so when you're going to that levels of success,
yeah,
don't let them haters stop you, and understand it's not even hate. It's human nature.
There you go.
It's human nature.
There you go, man. Jason, my brother, man. Plug everything you got for the listeners. The audio, the listeners is going to blast it out on email blast. So give you you plug everything you got.
Well, the gram Ancient.Aura.Jewelry, the site www.Ancient.Aura.Jewelry.com. TikTok, Ancient.Aura.Jewelry. We on every social media platform, Ancient.Aura.Jewelry. You already know what it is. Look it up. Go check out the streams. I think go check out Extra Cast at Extra Cast with a K, Kach. Go check out Cambada Music on the gram, all the social media forums, because we here and we moving and we present.
There you go. My guy Jason, Ancient.Aura.Jewelry, man. A mentor, a big brother, pain in the butt, all of that goodness, man. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, brother. Thank you for supporting. It definitely we independent now. Even with the radio now, we could do our own podcast. We ain't got to go through no middleman. I ain't got to beg nobody to be on a radio station. I could just have my own show, man. So you know what it is,
matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do next?
What's up?
I want people to to be successful. I'm coming out with basically a marketing course. So that's because and understanding digital real estate. Having digital real estate is big right now, and is a good way to build your portfolio and have another stream of income. So if you have a skill or if you have knowledge, create that digital real estate and put it out there so other people can learn from you.
There you go, man. It's DJ Chase, the pregame party mix podcast on 17 podcast networks, YouTube, DJ Chase TV, man, Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, wherever podcasts are sold, man, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, all that goodness, man. It's DJ Chase Dynasty Radio, Monday nights, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on your net dials. It's the one only DJ Chase, the pregame party mix podcast. Cheer. DJ Chase TV.
It's official. Come on. Locked in with DJ Chase on the pregame party mix podcast.